What's up, everyone? This is Ruben with NYY News. I'm back again, and we're going to talk about Juan Soto. So, I was thinking about our lineup. We just got swept by the Houston Astros. And at this point, people can keep saying all these different excuses of batting average doesn't matter, contact doesn't really matter like that, when obviously the Yankees saw that was an issue. They've added more contact bats over the offseason, and not all of them have panned out. And again, we keep seeing how Houston keeps beating us because they make contact. And they know it. They put the ball in play. We saw in the first inning of the first or second of the doubleheader, back-to-back bunt hits. I'm not saying to bunt it every single time, so don't go crazy on me now. But what I'm saying is that they go and focus on making contact, and they try to make good contact too. You know what I mean? But the problem is that there's no situational contact for the Yankees at times. So it's like everything has to be super hard. But sometimes you need to understand when you need to have maybe you'll settle for less hard contact as long as it gets you a hit. So and obviously that's more for bunts, but that's not really what I want to focus on. What I want to focus on is Juan Soto. Juan Soto is available right now for the Yankees, and if I'm the Yankees, I do everything possible to get Juan Soto. And everybody's like, "Oh man, but you're gonna give up all these prospects." And I get it. I really love our prospects. Our prospects have been super hot after their super slow starts. And you have a guy that's 21 years old in Anthony Volpe. We have Peraza. We got Dominguez, who's like 19, 20 years old. And these guys are getting up there in the system. You know, Peraza's in AAA. And I'm not saying to give up the top four, but the Yankees have to really think about this, because Juan Soto is literally the exact type of hitter this team has been lacking for 10 plus years, since Cano, and he's actually better than Cano. And I'll explain what I mean by that, because obviously we all know he is better than Cano, but I'm going to give you the difference why. Because we've been lacking lefties. We traded for two of them last year. Rizzo is supposed to be this 270, 280 batting average, 380, 400 on base, and 500 slug first baseman. We saw that the last couple years he took a dip in his performance. A lot of that was shortened season. The spin rate on the fastballs were too much up in the zone because of the spider tack, and then you had the COVID that slowed him down. So it was a really messy thing. Then he started hitting for average and everything. But I think Rizzo has become more pull happy since he's become a Yankee, because too many lefties come to Yankee Stadium and they give their overall ability to hit just so they can pull for a home run. And that's what Rizzo has become. Rizzo is a good first baseman, but has become more of like pull for homers instead of keeping the all-around approach that he usually would have. So now Rizzo has become a clutch, less strikeout prone version of what Joey Gallo was in Texas. He's hitting 225, has a 340 on base, and has a 500 slug. Sounds like someone that... Oh, that's what we wanted from Gallo. 40 home runs, 225. You see what I'm saying? So Rizzo has become the more contact-oriented version of the prime Gallo. That's still not enough, and that wasn't the type of hitter we needed. We needed more contact, but not just more contact. We needed more hits, and hits equal higher batting average. Get where I'm going with this? So, and then we got Gallo, who never changed his approach. They didn't learn a single thing from having a better group of hitters around him, and continues to keep the same approach and strike out 40% of the time. So regardless if you look at BABIP, regardless if you look at expected stats, he's never gonna get to any expectations because the guy can't make contact 40% of the time. That's ridiculous. So now I'm gonna go into into Soto. Soto is exactly what we needed, what we wanted, what's been missing to complete this team. And it's a 30 to 40 homer bat, left-handed, high batting average of 300. Even though you could say 270, 290. Either way, that's higher than what we've had from any left-handed hitter. So you have the high batting average, home runs, walks. This man walks at a Barry Bonds type level without the intentional walks. If you go and take his averages from the last 3 years, from 2020, 2021, and 2022, and you take that 162 average, the man's walking 150 times a year. There's 162 games. And guess what his strikeouts are? He's averaging 98 strikeouts for every 162 games. And his strikeout percentage is 14%. 1-4. That's the type of hitter that's been missing in this lineup. And he's 23. 23. And you would have him for 3 Octobers. And you're telling me that you can't do whatever it takes? Make sure that you offer this monster package. And if you can do it without giving up Volpe, amazing. If you have to give up Volpe and somehow you end up keeping Peraza, it's still a win. So what I'm saying is, get him. And for those that say that his defense sucks, defense is effort-based. And if you also go year to year, he's actually been pretty decent a few years. That tells me a lot of it has to do with who's around him and also his own effort on defense. Yes, you're going to have those, but if he can't put the effort on a losing team, then how can he? People are different, man. And all I'm saying is this man can still hit on a losing team. While there's a lot of hitters, they're superstars when there's a good lineup, but when there's a bad lineup, they can't hit. He can hit. And he got out to a super slow start, made an adjustment, and literally climbed his average from the low 200, 190, all the way to 250 in a month. So he's back. And he's getting all those hits. He's getting 400 in the month of July. So get Juan Soto is my thing for the Yankees. So we can stop losing to the Astros for the same thing that we still have not addressed. Because we still have too many strikeouts in this lineup. But strikeouts don't matter. The home run. Contact matters. Why do you think that out of the last, 2022, so 13 years. The last 13 years, it's like a crazy stat of like 10 of the last like American League representatives of the World Series have been in top 5 in batting average and top 5 in the lowest amount of strikeouts. 10 of the last 13. So don't go with that. The batting average doesn't matter. Don't go with the strikeouts don't matter, because obviously it does. And guess who's always in the ALCS for 5 straight years in a row? That's the Houston Astros. They make contact. They know they can make contact, and they make really solid contact. Judge has decreased his strikeouts, but he can't seem to get it past lower than where he's at right now. He's down to 25%. Good job. But we need more contact, because Giancarlo Stanton right now, he's starting to go into becoming the right-handed Gallo if he doesn't get his batting average up. Giancarlo Stanton's always been a 270, 260 hitter. Why is he hitting 230, 220? So Giancarlo needs to step it up too. This lineup overall, like, people think that we're so good, but we're not ready for October right now. We need one more, if not 2. But if we can get Soto and then we get Giancarlo right, this lineup can make some damage in the playoffs. But we need Soto. He is literally the definition of the perfect bat that we needed. High average, high walks, home runs, situational hitter. A guy that has hit third in a World Series lineup at the age of 20. So we need to get Soto. Soto is the guy to go for. We keep losing to Houston, and honestly, it's because we can't seem to score against them. Have you seen 16 innings of no-hit ball against us? Being held to 2 runs the first game. The second game, it was a punt game, so I didn't even really care that we scored 5 because our pitching option wasn't what we usually have. Obviously, do I think Castillo is also necessary for this pitching staff? I would love Castillo. But if I had to pick one of the two, I would pick Soto. But I want both. But if I had to pick, it's Soto. Because this is the best pitching we've had in a very long time. We need to get the offense. Because the offense at the end of the day is what let us down in 2017 and in 2019. And we couldn't score in Houston. So our pitching did the job a lot of those times. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's get Soto and let's go win this World Series. Now this is Ruben from NYY News. I want to hear your thoughts, and let me know what you think about Juan Soto. Don't look at his 250 average; it's misleading you. This man will easily hit above 270 by the end of the year after a super slow start. And careful, he might even hit 300 if he goes nuts. So you guys have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Ruben from NYY News. Until next time.